Dang it. What's up, MSFers? You like my new throne? What do you think of that, huh? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, this is courtesy of Lori in the Envoy server. So if you want a cool background screen for your Twitch stream, all you have to do is make Marvel Strike Force content for 5 years, and you can have one too. Pretty cool. All right, it's Feedback Friday, and we're gonna be bitching about Arena today. I don't wanna hear about the new raid announcement. That's not in the game yet, and believe me, they have had an overwhelming amount of negative feedback on the Spotlight raids. And I'd like a lot of that to settle before we really dive into anything else. So I want to stick to all the other topics outside of the Spotlight raids, because just from the community's initial Spotlight raid reaction, I have a feeling they're going to be making some changes to that before it goes live. So I want to wait and see, like, the ball's in their corner on Spotlight raids. I want to see what they think about it. I think we're going to have some calls. I think there's going to be some discussions. I think there's going to be some changes possibly to that raid. I don't know, though. That's just my estimation from the amount of negative feedback that was announced, that was given back to them after that announcement. So I do want to talk about Arena, though, because it sounds to me, there's nothing official, but it sounds to me like Scopely might be gearing up to look into changes to Arena. RJ said that he is very frustrated, not his words, I'm summarizing. He was very frustrated with Slingshot in Arena, and I think that they are going to be looking at that game mode, and so I thought it would be a good time for us to gather feedback on Arena. But if you have some other things that are really pissing you off right now, or you have some things that you're really happy about too, let's get all the feedback, good and bad, and let me know so that we can do that. Also, later in the stream, we'll be going over Hulk's, let's see, I can't read their name, Hulk Oliver's defense. We're gonna be doing that on Defense Up later today. So happy Friday, MSFers! All right, what's up, Devils fan? What's up, Chiron the Backstabber? What's up, Burnsy? What's up, Don Stiletto? What's up, Cleaning Agent? What's up, The Black Guy? What's up, Kevin Sanity? What's up, Vrawl? What's up, Demillion? What's up, West is Left? What's up, Working as Intended? What's up, Portland Robocop? What's up, the Shane West? What's up, Updog? What's up, Nips the Wolf, who just subscribed to Tier 1? Been here for 10 months. You're freaking amazing, Nips the Wolf. Thank you very much for that. And what's up, Vrawl? I don't know if I said that already, but what's up? What's up, Fet's Vengeance? Every time Fet's Vengeance shows up in chat, I can picture who he is, because I met him in person, among other people, too. So that was actually a really cool experience to actually meet people in person. Really weird, but whatever. Okay, so this is my Peter B. Parker. I have 10 out of 80 on the next star rank. I did unlock him. As you can see, I do not have enough gold to build him up any higher than this. Nor do I have the gear, apparently. So that's where he sits. I can't use him in raids today. Don't show your Peter on stream. I'm not a big fan of this character. It looks like he could be healer or probably raider. I'm guessing like a raider for extra damage out of the team, but he has so much healing coming out of his kit, the healer might be the way to go. I don't know, what's the community doing on this? Yes, the community is doing healer right now, it looks like. I don't know which way I'm gonna go. Striker, his basic looks so boring to me. It's just apply regenerations and evades. I mean, the evades might be good, I guess. I mean, he's already like, I guess it could be offense down. None of that excites me. Benny Westside went on a trip across the world to find the gold that Scopely won't give us. Did way too raw give me that sweet, sweet Mephisto chair for my birthday? No. I ended up staying in bed for my birthday. My tummy hurt too much and I didn't do shit. I just played video games with the kids. We sat on the couch watching X-Men 97 and playing Bloons on our laptops like a bunch of like lazy ass frat kids or something. Just screens everywhere, laptops, cell phones, TVs, all this electronics, and all of us just like fatty gut hanging out, just vegging out on garbage. Yeah, that was how I spent my birthday. It was all right. Now people are doing Striker Raider, huh? I think Healer was the old advice prior to the buffs. Okay. I was thinking Raider would be the way to go because of the team build, right? And I just wanted more crits, more vulnerables, more damage out of the team. And I just don't think he looks like a great striker to me. I would rather have Pav be the striker with his 5% speed bonus. This guy be a raider for more crit damage. I don't think in raids that they're going to need extra healing. I don't think that's where, I think you're either gonna win or lose. I don't think adding healer to the healer characters really makes that much of a difference. It's usually just on a character like Forge, where there's just not really any better choice, right? And I think with the Raider output, the crit output damage of the team, I think Raider is a good way to go. I wish the ISO safety info was reliable. Right, it's not reliable for reworked characters. It's just what the aggregate of the community has put on their characters and nothing more. So a brand new character that's only been out for a few weeks usually has a pretty good read on what the ISO should be. But a character like Noir that's been reworked is gonna have issues. Or like Magneto or something. You want J. Jonah Jameson to be the reward for Dark Dimension 10? Oh, the text on what it does. Is the text on Noir different or something? In Crucible, always gain evade. In Raids, always gain evade and regeneration. Is there something different about this? The website says the ISO does nothing. Well, let's go check the website then, shall we? Wow, look at that. Oh, you guys can't see it. Look at that. Sorry. I do that all the time. And it does some damage. It does some damage. Look at that. Assist counter info says it does some damage. Hey, at least it has a place for the assist counter info. I didn't even know they were putting the assist counter info back up on the website. Man, I hope that they flesh this out and do it right and keep putting assist counter info on the website. This is so vitally important as information for us. If they want us switching ISOs all the time, they need to give us all the facts on what ISO we should be switching back and forth from, right? I don't want to drop Striker on a character that I think is going to do something for their Striker attack. That's garbage. I wouldn't do that. All right, let's lower this music. Sorry, I forgot to lower it because it wasn't exactly the loudest of songs. It wasn't the most loud, energetic song ever. You'll notice all the hearted characters on my roster, starting with the Spider Society and moving on up through more Spider Society. Deadpool, because he'll obviously be reworked. And then I just basically hearted the most important characters on the most important teams for me to take to 100 and put all the extra gear on and all that stuff. These are kind of my first priorities of characters. Is Super Scroll not in there? Did I not heart Super Scroll? Super Scroll's one that can go up there. He's already 100. So are some of the other characters. Like, I'm not gonna put, like, some of these characters are already 100, but I don't plan on putting them into the Crimson gear immediately. Robbie's already got his Crimson gear on there, or he would be hearted because of the Dark Dimension. It's a combination of who I want to spend my gold on, who I want to work well in Cosmic Crucible, and who I'm taking into Dark Dimension 6. Those are all the hearted characters. So I know a lot of you like to come into my roster and try and get a glimpse of what's coming up. But the envoys are very careful about not hearting things we're not supposed to anymore. So you definitely won't see any of that in my roster anymore. So if you see a heart on a character, well, like Deadpool, I don't know that Deadpool's going to be on the reworked team. I don't know anything about the Mercs for Hire team other than I heard that there's going to be a Mercs for Hire team. There's a rumor about Hitmonkey, and we know that Pandapool is coming to the game as a legendary. I'm not sure if Pandapool's even the legendary. I don't think it is. And I'm assuming that Deadpool will be reworked. So that's my assumption on that heart. That's it. He's been announced to be reworked. Okay. Duelam says it's been announced. So, okay. How did everyone spend their 950 Red Star 4 orb credits? I didn't even know we got those. Did we actually get those? There's some red dot business there. Okay, let's skim through this so that I don't have a red dot anymore. Go to the events tab, click down some energy. Oh, I can do Peter B. Parker now, can't I? I think I can. Who do we want to drop? I guess we'll drop Scarlet. Oh, the 4 red Zim? Oh, I didn't pay for that pass. I was kind of frustrated with that. I have all yellows on my Zim, but I don't care to put reds on him. If I wanted reds on Zim, he would have already had them, and then I would have been pissed off too, right? So, as an act of rebellion for that act, I chose not to purchase the pass. I want it to be reflected in Scopely's net income. That was a cool little punch in the face. I like that. I want it to be reflected in Scopely's metrics that Run 7 did not buy that pass. I know they basically said, we hear your guys' complaints, but we're doing it and we're not compensating it and we're not going to change. And I'm really hoping that they have really bad sales on that pass. I don't think they will, though. I think that their metrics encapsulate a larger audience than Twitch and YouTube, and I think they're going to do just fine on that. I didn't buy the pass, obviously, and even I'm mad about the 4 red Zim reward. I already have reds on Zim. This was fucking stupid. Yeah, to them it wasn't stupid. But for me, it was definitely stupid, and for a lot of other people, I think it was definitely stupid. But for them and their metrics, it didn't show up. So I'm going to make sure that I'm not contributing to that metric because I don't ever want to see that again personally. That's exactly right, Updog, because Run not buying the pass will change the way they do things. 100%. All it takes is me. I could have gone from 0 to 4 also, Royalty, but I don't care to put reds on him. He doesn't need reds. You know who needs reds on my roster? Fucking Super Scroll. That's who needs reds on my roster, and I'm miles and miles away from that happening. And so I would have purchased that pass, and I would have had my 6th red star on Super Scroll. And this is why I went from free-to-play adjacent to free-to-play period. Players still complaining about Zim in the pass. A lot of you are complaining about it, so I'm adding that to the feedback for today. Scopely said, oh no one has reds on Zim, so let's give them for free. Like dumb fucks, we don't need reds on Zim. No one has Ronan the Accuser, so are you gonna give us a free level 100 G19 Ronan next pass? Yeah, that's kind of it. They think because he's a premium character that we want reds on him. But we didn't put reds on him because it's built into his kit. He doesn't need them. Why am I playing these matches? Y'all complaining about Zim in the past, but it's equivalent to the DPCs we would have. Just suck it up. It's absolutely not equivalent to the DPCs we would have had. Strategist? It's not. That's the problem. I mean, if I wanted to spend the dark promos on Zim, then it was a good deal. It's actually more dark promos if I was gonna put them on Zim, but I don't want to put them on Zim. And if I had red stars on them, they would have converted to like 4 elites, not dark promos. They should have just I don't know. They could have done a lot of things, and they know all about it, and they're not changing their mind on this. So if you don't want them to do that again, don't buy that pass. Don't buy the things that you don't like. If you don't buy it and enough people don't buy it, they won't do it again. They're gonna do what sells. And I think there's a lot of people who don't watch Twitch and YouTube that bought that pass. Fripp with the follow. Thank you for that, Fripp. I think I can hit auto on this. Mega gold orbs are trash. They should GID. I don't know what that means. Pathfinder Gaming doesn't think the mega gold orbs are trash. He's hit the jackpot twice on it. The exchange rate is terrible is the issue. I think that's if the exchange rate was more equivalent, I don't think people would have such an issue. But being we're getting 4 elites, that's garbage. Mathematically, it is 1 to 4 red stars the same amount. It's only the same amount if I was already planning to put reds on Zim. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to put reds on Zim. I want to put my dark promos on something else. And if I bought that pass, I'd be getting less than the usual amount of dark promos for something else. And I'm not buying this pass. That's what I'm saying. Nor am I bitching about it. I'm just explaining it to people who don't understand the reasoning. Okay, this one requires Pav, and I don't have Pav. Similar to the Deathpool Tier 17 gear upgrade, giving stuff for old characters isn't it. And don't get me wrong, like you're right, Fripp. But from Scopely's perspective, they're looking at a wider base of players. And from their metrics, they think the greater majority of players are going to enjoy Zim in the past, just like the greater majority of players are going to enjoy the Deathpool Tier 17 gear upgrade. However, my perspective on the Deathpool 17 gear upgrade is that the players who need that piece are so disengaged from play that they maybe don't even understand what that piece is or how valuable it is or what it applies to. They may not even understand that that is a fully crafted gear piece for their death pool. And they might not, like, unless they click on it and really read through the details, because they don't watch Twitch and YouTube. They don't get engaged in their Discord server. Their friends in their alliance don't talk about it. They're just casual players. And they do need it for their death pool, but they just don't quite understand. I think that probably happens a lot. And so what happens is the people who know what's going on are people who are upset about it and complaining. The people who are getting the value out of it don't really understand that they're getting the value out of it. That's not everybody. I'm sure there's a lot of very smart players who are simply not socially integrated onto Twitch and YouTube and other platforms, and they understand what's going on, but I think there's a lot of casual players who just click buttons in this game. Speak with your wallet, that's right. Add an arena defense history screen to see attacks that your opponents attempted on your defense. Great piece of advice, Updog. Absolutely, I've heard that a lot. The arena defense history screen is one that they absolutely need to put in. Yeah, Killshot, they probably will do that. They probably will do that. Oops, I need to farm some of this stuff. What can I farm out of here that's any good? I don't need those. I don't need those. I guess I could go for those. What do I got for these? 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I think I'm good there. Am I seriously back to farming this same node? I am. I'm back to farming the Mystic node. I was able to push through 3 more nodes and I'm still back to farming the Mystic node. Next pass will be 5 red Ultimus. Woo! Yeah, baby! Can't wait to get 5 reds on my Ultimus. Hey, if they were to rework Ultimus into a meta character, I'd be all for it, but they don't have enough Kree tunes to mix with Ultimus to make a Kree team, unless they put them on something else. Do people who, you know what they could do? Do a Kree rework that utilized Phyla-Vell, and the Kree rework was so good, you would not want to use Phyla-Vell on Infinity Watch anymore. You'd want to use her on the Kree reworked team. That would help take Infinity Watch out of the meta. Unfortunately, I worry that that would make the new Kree reworked team so good that that would be the new Infinity Watch. Next, let's see. Doolin would like to know, do people who take war seriously find the need for reds on Zim to make him work at your level? I genuinely don't know. Juicy's got something for me. What's Juicy got for me? Feedback Friday time, baby. That's right. Woo! Yeah! Positive and negative feedback, guys. If there's things that were really good about the game, let me know, because if we tell them, hey, people really liked this, people really responded well to these changes, that's going to have them want to do more of those changes. So we want both positive and negative feedback. Reds on Zim is helpful. He does a decent damage. His ult smacks at high ends, but fuck this reward. It's about 2 years too late. Do new players still get thrown in at deep end after X amount of days? Yeah, I believe it's either 30 or 60 days when you change shards from the new player shard to the end game player shard. I believe it's on days played, not your TCP. Where did I place on the Slick Outbreak leaderboard? Good question. Slick Outbreak leaderboard. 27,970. I have no idea if that's good or bad. I have no idea. What's that? What? I don't know. Is that, where'd you guys land? What was this one? Oh, this was the, collect the Crimson Tombstones, huh? Oops, that's not find me. 27,970. I don't know if that's good or not. I know not everyone in my group has 7 red, but like Killshot said, his damage is actually solid. Oh yeah, Gamma Bread, I heard that Zim is great at high end. Like, he's a great character to build big, but he's 100% a luxury character to build big. And he functions well enough without building him big. You're just not getting damage out of him. He's just there to apply the control effects and then die and be revived. What's up, Rolf Kieran, coming in hot with a raid? Thank you for that. If you're just joining us, it is Feedback Friday. It's Feedback Friday, everybody. Get out your pitchforks and let's go to the doorstep of Scopely. No, we're actually looking for positive and negative feedback. You need him to live so you can counter teams that fuel off of deaths, or at least tank a hit to be able to pump out the damage he can do. It's actually a good thing to have. I mean, if you're bringing him in without Hela, then you can use him like that. But if you're playing him with Hela, then what does it matter how big he is? You've got a Greg on the field who's gonna die. Phyla Minerva Ultimus and 2 new characters for a Kree rework, right? That's actually not a terrible idea. I kind of want to throw that in there. Hopefully dilute the IW team with this rework. There we go. I want an Infinity Watch rework. Yeah, take away the freaking safeguard on spawn, please. Put Uncle Ben in the game. Need that good old Uncle Ben. You like my cup, guys? My Marvel Strike Force cup. Look, I am an MSFer. And you too can be an MSFer if you're chosen to go on Doolam's game show, or you just go to my merch and buy a cup. $71,000. It's probably 4 to 10%. Okay. 28,000. Is that good? Did I break it? Run, probably. I don't know. I don't know what's good on that event. How did I get off the event? Slick Outbreak. Where is it? So if this is, did I get a mail? Did I get inbox in my mail? If I got a mail inbox. I don't see any kind of message for Slim Outbreak or whatever. I guess those rewards haven't come out yet. I don't know. I'm gonna skip to the bottom real fast. Spotlight raids sound great. That's my feedback. Are you 100% serious with that, Elder? Because if that's the case, I'll put that in there. You're of a minority with that sentiment. Not everybody hates this Spotlight raid announcement. I am hearing people that are like, hey, it's new content. We've never really had agency and raids, so who cares if they're not hiding it from us anymore? It's something new and it adds value to teams. And they're like, it's fine, whatever. Because expectations were so low, there are people who are okay with it. Yeah, the red inbox thing is killing us. They're working on it. The pass got me a 5-star Zugs and 80 Crimson Mini Uniques. Have a setting to open all orbs in whichever category you want to auto open as you get them, similar to auto claims mail. That is a fantastic idea, Kevin. That's a great idea. I like that. You are truly fine with it. Okay, Elder, I'll put that in there. I'm happy they made that waste of a game mode RTA optional now. Yes, I'm happy too. I didn't like RTA. I thought it was kind of a waste of my time.
Not trash.
Took me 8 hours to do the Blitz dailies each day. Life on a level 58 with no Blitz sim. You want Blitz sim added sooner? Let us convert useless orbs for a trade to one we need, so we have less orbs to open, reducing server lag. It's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea at all. First good idea from anyone named Kevin. Hey, Kevin Sanity's been here a while. He's got some top-notch thinking going on. I think Sim Arena should be a thing. Seriously? Okay, I'll put it in there. Sim Arena, huh? I don't know. Long-standing issue. The order of characters shown in several places does not match the order in battle. That is a genuine thing. I understand what you're saying there, Demillion. That is kind of annoying. Like, what Demillion's talking about is when you go into a matchup in War or Crucible, at the bottom of the match, I don't even think I have anything I can do. At the bottom of the match, it shows your 5 characters that you're going into, but that order does not reflect the correct order. You have to back out and look at the room to see what order those characters are in. And I would like to also see those characters in the correct order. You want Sim War also? We're basically saying sim everything, huh? No, Burnsy, we're talking about Arena. We're talking about anything you guys want to talk about right now. We're just kind of warming up on Feedback Friday. So, I really don't want to spend any more of my energy here. Oh, I got 900. I'm overcapped. Yeah, I'm overcapped. I don't want to spend any more of my energy. I won't be able to get up to that much again. So this shows the room placement, but if I were to go in and attack it, the lineup at the bottom of the screen would not be the same as this lineup, and that's no good. That's no bueno there. Accept that request to the server for conversion would be the same amount for opening a single orb. What would stop slingshotting? Oh, simming in Arena. Sim Cosmic Crucible. Okay. They want sim everything. Not sure how legit the request is. Once Battle World is in the game for a few months, I am guessing they will add sim to other places. Well, they got to do something if Battle World is adding screen time, because right now they say they've got the perfect amount of screen time. So unless Battle World is something that comes by once a month instead of weekly, they're gonna need to do something about screen time. Wanna blitz all or blitz C amount of teams at a time? Some way to do less blitz. Yeah, everybody wants less blitz. Lots of people want a way to do blitz easier without as much. Sim Arena would stop you from being slingshotted because you don't always win a sim. That's true. But anybody who's at the very tippy top of Arena isn't going to be using the sim. They're going to manually do it. I don't think that's gonna stop slingshotting. Because slingshotting, they wait and they finish all but the very last attack of their match, and they're sitting there with like an atomic clock waiting for the last add a second before they hit the button to be as close to the mark as possible. And they're not gonna do that with sim and risk a failure. Not people who are trying to get to number one at that kind of level, at that kind of effort. They're not gonna be using the sim button. I want farmable offers for Infinity Watch Iron Man. They're coming. Farmable offers? You want farmable offers for Infinity Watch Iron Man? I don't know how offers are farmable. Can't you just go buy Infinity Watch Iron Man right now? Like, let me find him. Oh, wow. There's no offers. Okay. Well, they'll jump on that one, Stiletto. They'll jump on that one. Change 4 war zones down to 2, one being at 12 p.m., the other being at 12 a.m. So matchmaking can be more fair and not based on your zones as much. I agree. I don't know why the whole talk of zones is either 1 or 4. I don't know why we couldn't have 2. Why does it have to be 1 or 4? But every time we talk about changing zones, they want to either make it 1 zone or keep it as 4. And I'm like, no, there are other choices. There are numbers in between 1 and 4. I want less screen time, sim everything. Those people don't actually want to play this game. I'm dead serious. I want sim on everything but blitz. You don't want sim on blitz. I'm sorry, I'm not putting that in there. I'm not even gonna risk them taking away sim on blitz. I don't mind sim on everything, and frankly, they'll put sim on things as it becomes needed, but Adding sim to things just adds stress on the server. They're already working to get open all orbs back, and it's too heavy a load. Adding more simming into this is only going to make problems worse for them. Sim game before even opening. There you go. Put the sim button right there on the app tile. You can just click sim and just everything happens for you. And it'll send you an email saying with a list of all the shit you collected that day. You don't want Blitz All Sim. And see, I think we're gonna need Blitz All Sim, or we're gonna have to need to get rid of that room. Because once we start getting into Blitz Simming of like more than 54, in fact, I need to go through and double check my roster, so I should probably do a rotation right now as we talk. My arena feedback is that I am really happy with that game mode right now. The meta is interesting, and I don't think the slingshotting thing is that big of a deal. Okay. You know, Burnsy, I'm kind of okay with arena also, but I have a very chill arena shard. And I just don't compete for number 1. I just try to stay in the top 20, sometimes the top 10 when there's events going on. And I don't really have a problem with arena either. More CC, nothing to do Thursday or Monday. You want more Cosmic Crucible, Hulksmith? Hulksmith, you're not Hulk Oliver, right? Hulk Oliver and Hulksmith are 2 different people, am I correct on that? If Hulk Oliver is in chat, please let me know. Keep Toon Blitzes, but stop having events tied to it. Okay. You don't like the events tied to the blitzing, huh? It doesn't bother me that much, but that's because I have other reasons why I don't mind blitz anymore. I'm beyond caring about blitzing in one form or another until it becomes more teams in the rotation and that time frame becomes ridiculous again and they gotta do something else like a sim all system or a chunk sim like 10 at a time or whatever they do to solve the problem. But eventually on a long enough timeline, the problem will expand until it's so big they have to do something about it. Yeah, Battle World will fill that hole for Hulksmith, right? Limit blitzing to 20 teams with more points per win. Then you actually care about your best 20 teams and you're still spending screen time, but only about 1/3 of the current time. Limit blitzing to 20 teams. You know, that's a good idea. I would even take it down to 10 teams, and then you would manually do 10 attacks in blitz. And you could still sim them if you want, but weight the manual play of that blitz more. Or some, you know, mess with those numbers a bit, right? Mess with those numbers a bit, but you get the point. If you make it so that you're no longer needing to do 50 teams in your rotation, where you only care about 10 teams, then it doesn't matter how many rotations or whatever. You could really start playing with those numbers and do something where people are more engaged. I call the 25, 300, 550 offers farmable because the price is so cheap. I see what you're saying. Those are the farmable offers you're talking about. Okay. We're doing so well in war. Are you being sarcastic, Juicy? Do you need me to go in and do attacks? I did 10 attacks today, and one of them I succeeded. I basically sacked 9 times. I did sack some of the biggest stuff our opponents were throwing in, like the ridiculous 3 million teams with Skrull and all kinds of nonsense in there, so somebody else could easily go in there and clean those up. I was super pressed for time, and I just went in and hit auto on a bunch of... I knew I wasn't going to win because I was going to hit auto, so I chose the biggest teams to go at and just sim them and basically sack them for the rest of our members. 24 war zones for the win. I don't think that's gonna go. I don't think that's gonna go over very well. Have a pop-up of Path Daddy before you enter a war battle saying, I don't think you want to do that, or that's a great attack idea. That'd be pretty good. Would be kind of nice to see what Warzone's other alliances are in the list, or a zone ranking option. That's kind of cool, yeah? Like, okay, if they're not going to change to 1 or 2 zones, rank the zones or give us more info on those zones so we can choose, have a better like ability to choose what zone we want to be in. When you get slingshot from 10 to 28, you'll have a problem with it. No shit. I've had bad slingshotting. Like, it's happened before. I'm not indifferent. Like, it's not like I don't understand what's going on. It's just, it's inconsequential to me. It so rarely happens to me in my shard. It's not a problem. You are not him. Okay, Hawksmith. I do not want more CC. It's fun because it's limited. Daily CC would get old fast. Okay, so we have 2 different points of view on Cosmic Crucible. Could rotate Tower, Kiln, Pocket Dimension on the off days of CC. That's a good idea. I think a lot of people would love that. Now, that might be a lot of content and a lot of screen time, and I think when Battle World comes in, they wouldn't want to do that sort of thing. We need bi-monthly big 32 oh yeah, absolutely, Jumpy. Everybody wants the 32 tournament. I've not heard a single person say that's a bad idea. In fact, I'm even going to screenshot Shane West saying that he likes the idea above. There we go. That almost never happens in my arena shard. Tournaments need to come back, please. Yep. The amount of Cosmic Crucible we get is healthy. We just need something else on off days. Make Blitz like Tower. You have to do 10 floors a day to get rewards. Hey, that's not a terrible idea. I mean, I kind of think that's what Tower was meant to be, was a replacement for Blitz, you know? But they never, it was hard to monetize, hard to make tied into events, and I don't know, it was a good attempt. They just didn't flesh it out well enough. You're facing me in war? Congratulations. Cool, so now Skrull will open with his ultimate. Bet your alliance mates will thank you. No, I made sure to get past the ultimate, Papa Woody. I know what I'm doing when I sack a team. There was only one team, I think, what was it? There was like, oh, it was gonna open with the Apocalypse ult. One of them was gonna open with the Apocalypse ult, but whatever. Oh, are we getting our asses handed to us, Juicy? Oh, I didn't even look, man. It was just a real busy day for me. I'm sorry if I'm tanking our war force. Stop picking on you in arena? Dude, I barely find you anymore. I'm just clinging to like 19 by the skin of my teeth, man. Swaga Alliance Wars allow for the setting of defenses over a 24-hour period after matchmaking. Has that been discussed for MSF Alliance War? I'd like to be able to change my defense for the next war while in the current war. I'd like to be able to do that. I think that would be a good way to do it. Is that kind of what you're talking about there, Mostef? What's Battle World? Good question. What is Battle World? We need more info. Scopely, please put out a blog post that tells us it's coming. We're gonna put in crappy features and very, very little other information about this game mode and let you stress over it. Kinda like spotlight raids. In older shards, there's like a Discord of the top 15 people in my arena shard, and if you get close to the top 10, they message and you get booted. Laughing my ass off, it's probably more an older player shard thing. There are some collusion that happens in arena, but here's the thing. Every single arena shard on a long enough timeline is going to have collusion. I talked to Jumpy, and I talked to there's like 5 or 6 guys in the top of my arena, and we all talk. We message each other in Discord. Is that collusion? We're trading ideas on what works well with our defenses, and like I go message Jumpy and I'm like, hey dude, I use this one and I basically hit auto, you should change your defense. Is that collusion? I don't know, but it's going to happen on a long enough timeline, and I don't see any way that people could avoid that. Now, I know that there are collusion where people are like, hey, sound the alarm when an intruder makes the top 20, and that sucks, but all you could do is maybe put in for an annual request to be shuffled to a different arena. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. I'm gonna actually write that in. Allow players the option to put in for an arena shard change once a year. There we go. I think that's a fantastic idea. Ooh, just got some news. Just got some news from the Game Father. I'm not telling you what. It's really boring stuff. Has nothing to do with anything. It's just, there are a few people who I stop in the middle of my stream to read their DMs. If somebody in chat says, hey, check your DMs, I'll check my DMs. But if somebody out of nowhere messages me in Discord, I don't normally check it during stream. There's a handful of people that I stop everything to check, and I'm sorry, but Mobile Gamer is one of them. When the Game Father messages you, you put shit down and you read the message. It's just how it works. Get over it. Yeah, when Battle World comes, then they can add that into the rotation of off weeks. After facing a guy with a gold APOC and tons of diamonds on his defense that skipped out on his attacks, I faced somebody with a gold APOC and just beat me down with jewelry. Yeah, it was rough. It wasn't fun at all. And you know what? Like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do about that? I don't know how Scopely could fix matchmaking other than put some sort of weight into their algorithm that keeps people from such a drastic TCP difference. I fought somebody who was 100% bigger than my account. I'm 60 million and they were 120 million. It wasn't even close. I did the matches as perfectly as I possibly could, and I lost. Not by a lot, but I lost. And I felt like there was nothing I could have done better to beat that person. They simply beat me with their wallet. Some sort of automatic re-roll for 7 red star orbs would be nice. Okay, I see what you're saying. So when you get a dupe, instead of having to click the button again, it does it for you. Seems like a lot of work for saving you 1 click of the mouse, but hey, I'll throw it in there. It's what you want. How are they gonna make red star orb opening videos, Burly Platypus? How are they gonna make red star orb opening videos if they click the button once and the video's over? Come on, we need those absolute trash videos to come out every week when somebody comes in for a new character so that they can get all excited about opening red star orbs and make a stupid clickbait video out of it. Don't take away their clickbait red star orb opening videos, Burly Platypus. Don't do it. Content creators everywhere scream, no! Don't automatically re-roll. We don't need anything on off days. Let's have some off days. I kind of agree with that too. I think it's okay to have some off days. I like that on the weekends, I don't need to feel tied to my phone. I can wake up in the morning, do my dailies, at the end of the night, check to make sure everything's done, and go to bed. That's great. And then on days like Mondays and Fridays when I'm not doing Cosmic Crucible, there's still shit to do in the game. I'm still finding things I can do as a content creator. When Battle World comes, it needs to run on weekdays because that's when alliances are more active, so they should move CC to the weekend. So if you don't participate in CC, it doesn't negatively affect your alliance. I don't know if I want Cosmic Crucible on the weekends, Duelam. If you were a regular viewer, Duelam, I would highlight that and put that in the message. But you have access to the channel where I'm posting it, so you can screenshot that yourself, because I'm not sure I want anything happening on the weekends. I don't work on the weekends, I don't stream on the weekends, and I don't want to, although I may have to soon. It looks like my stream and work schedules are going to drastically change. Drastically change. I may go back to mornings. I may be streaming alongside Mobile Gamer. I don't know. Honestly, the 5 o'clock hour might be when I have to stream on certain days. So, y'all just have to say goodbye to Mobile Gamer. I'm really sorry to take away all of his viewers. You know? Apologies in advance, Mobile Gamer. I'm gonna take away all your viewers if I have to move to your time slot. I don't want to. I've always avoided your time slot because I know that you appreciate your regulars and you didn't want me stepping on your toes and taking them all away from you. And so I've always been really nice and avoided your time slot, but you know, life beckons and it might happen. So I apologize in advance, Mobile Gamer. Watch me. Watch me Tuesday afternoon at 5 o'clock with 2 viewers, my mom and my cell phone. Run as a professional sacker, that's right. I love the sack, baby. Give me all that sack. Nothing but sack for run 7. Okay, I'm out of control. Yeah, but SWAG Alliance Wars, you have to keep setting it every war, though. I don't want that. Yeah, ooh, yeah, let's make sure they understand that. We don't want to set it every war. I wouldn't mind that in Cosmic Crucible. I wouldn't mind you to force set a new, like if your defense resets to hand minions every single season, I would like that, because then inactive players would become nothing and you'd skip over them and it's a freebie and they would fall through the rankings super fast and you wouldn't get stuck on some bloated ass roster that dropped down to your level and is hanging there frustrating you with your attacks, and then somebody comes to their phone that day and says, oh, I think I'll play Cosmic Crucible and beat the shit out of this little person down here in Gold League. I think so. I think a lot of people don't like that idea though. Maybe lock arena ranks 1 minute before reset could be a thing. That's not a terrible idea. I don't know if that's the solution to slingshotting, but it's not a terrible idea. I'll throw it out there. They can always build off of bad ideas. Remember, when we're brainstorming, there's no such thing as a dumb idea. It's dumb people that have ideas. Where is Battle World? Why is Battle World? Then it's just slingshotting at the 1 minute mark. Oh, that's true. That's true. We'll put the counter argument in there. There's the counter argument to that, yeah. But they might be able to build off the idea. So the black guy isn't a dumb person with an idea. It's an idea that we're building off of. That's what we're trying to get to. I just joined an alliance. I'm the 5th member in my shard. Like 5, like Royalty, are you saying there's 5 alliance members in the same shard? Our last DM was a pic of me and Mr. Negative. Don't spread these lies. I don't remember what our last interaction was, Jumpy, but I think you're right. Shuffle Arena. I don't know if people want, like, there are people who enjoy their, like, I don't want to get shuffled in my arena. I like hanging out with the people who I hang out with in arena. My arena shard is very relaxed. I don't want to shuffle, right? But if you're in Cleaning Agent's arena shard, then there's 17 people going for number 1 when the bell tolls. You spam raw with black cherry seltzers. After playing arena with the same 5 to 6 years in the top 10, we pretty know each other's behavior, and anyone now new gets dogpiled. Yeah. Anybody new gets dogpiled, so not great. But I mean, how many new people are coming to your super duper old arena shard? I don't know how that works. They don't give us the internal workings of arena like that. It could be that nobody new ever comes into your arena shard, so those aren't necessarily new people. Those are just people who took a long time getting to the top, and other people are quitting. I don't know. So I don't know what that experience is like. You know, if new people are merging with your arena, because I was told that arena shard merging was a thing, but others are now telling me that that is a, what's the term I'm looking for? You know, a falsehood, a lie, a wives' tale, whatever that is. Don't bother writing it in chat. I'm 8 million miles away. Mandatory arena shuffle once a year. I'm not sure I want that, old weird, but I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there. I don't want this, but old weird does. I gotta put it in there. I'm sorry. I disagree, but I'll put it in there. I'm the intruder. Every once in a while I'll try. Any more though, as long as I'm top 50, I'm cool. Swaga dealt with collusion by having 24 different payouts so you can have 24 people in #1 per day. That's not a terrible idea, Xander. If they made payout times a lot different, I think that would help. Or if you could just change your payout time to, like, once a year you had the ability to change your payout time. Once a year, players could change their, that's the wrong there, let's show possession, their payout time to their payout time. That's good enough. That's good enough. Swaga allowed players to move their arena payout time so that wasn't an all-out climber hold at the same time. Trying to collude to boot one person out just seems like way too much effort. I agree, Burnsy. Like if Jumpy told me, hey, Joe McSchmo is moving up on #5, we better get him, I'd be like, have at it, dude, I'm busy. Like, I don't fucking care. Super tempted to message you now and see if I make the cut. Wow, I'm so far behind on chat. Do I need to do another skip to the bottom? We got to keep them away from coding. We need solutions that don't require them to code, because then we're asking for trouble. Yeah, if there's simple solutions, that's the way to go. Same team, 10 people in my arena shard shuffle the top 10 for years now. I don't care. I consider them lifeless nerds for caring that much every day for years. I mean, right? Like, they've earned it. If they're working that hard to stay in the top 10, they've kind of earned it. Arena is a dance. You go back and forth with the same people. If you're in the top 10, you are colluding whether you like it or not on purpose. I guess, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I view it, Giga. Like, I kind of feel like I'm colluding with some of the people in the top of my arena, because we do communicate and we talk about arena, and sometimes we will get in at the same time and make attacks, but we're not really sniping at other people, though. We're kind of we're attacking each other's defense and giving feedback to each other. It's the same thing with a bunch of people in my arena shirt. 65 million and my opponent was 133 million. Wow. Yeah. Whoops, that's the same. Okay, now I'm gonna go filter for not on cooldown and see if I can make a new team. And then I'm gonna skip to the bottom of chat. So if you guys had important things that I missed, please write them in there and let me know. There's a new sim. Look at that. Woo! And it won too, look at that, it won. All right. Whoops, I don't know why I did that. I guess I just wanted to show off my abysmal TCP rating. All right, I'm skipping down to the bottom of chat. Wow, there's a lot. If you guys have anything you wanted to say, please highlight my name in and repost it. I keep the highlight your name very, very small, very, very inexpensive, so that you guys can do it as much as you need to. Arena shards are all RNG. I know people that started the same time as me that can get routinely hit top 5 because they are no spenders in their shard. There are no spenders in their shard. Meanwhile, I have 5+
There we go.
Krakens in
There we
mine.
go.
Mobile and I start, yeah, so how you get placed into Arena Shard is a little bit of an unknown, but we do believe that there is a geographical component. I'm really hoping that Scopely will take a call
Blitz is a dog
with us
shit
in
game mode and needs to be deleted from the game.
I agree, Blitz is dog shit. I'm hoping they'll give us a call where we can talk to the developers and they're going to tell us more of how Arena works, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. But it looks to me that there is a geographical component. Whatever time zone you're in will dictate that. Whatever IP address you're going off of, whether you're using an emulator with one of those IP spoofers or whatever it's called, could dictate. Because Mobile and I started 2 days apart with our new accounts. I got placed in the top 800 of a fairly new shard, and he got placed in the top 8,000 of a 2-month-old shard. Run loves the sack. Yes, it's clipped. I knew you guys would clip that.
Are you still talking about yourself?
People think I'm not talking about myself. Am I? Yeah, I'm talking about me and Mobile. Okay, I guess I was. People think Arena is a straight king of the hill fight. It's not. It's all about timing. Knowing when to lose on purpose, to hold your target, to hold your last punch to win at the last second, and win core to leapfrog. Giga Stompers is right to a degree. There's a strategy to it, the way it's set up right now. And however serious you want to be about that is up to you. I use a strategy of my own making, which keeps me in the top 20. And that's basically do 5 attacks a day and don't go anywhere near Arena during payout. And I seem to do just fine in my Arena shard. That may work differently for other people. Get out of my hair. My hair out of my eye. All right. It's kind of creepy how natural and real this looks. Well, not actually, because I got a little weird thing going on with the bangs, I guess. So. Bangs are all caught. Well, that was stupid. Okay, bangs are going off to the side. There we go. It's not that much RNG. It's based off time zone and when you joined the game. Juicy, I believed that also. I'm told that there are other things involved. I was told that there are other things involved. So I don't know what those are, though. They won't talk to us about that stuff. Is that blood on the floor? No. Because my wig was on the floor, my red wig. Yes, Weapon Z, I am an authentic dick rider. No bull. That's 100% accurate. He's not joking, guys. Let me see if I can find the clip of that. It might be under useful bits. No, it's not there. Okay, we'll go. What the hell is this? Where is it? Oh, it's a picture. That's right, not the video, it's a picture. I need to make sure you guys aren't seeing this. Hold on. There's an edited version and a not edited version. Right, this is the edit. This is one I can't show you guys, dang it. Let me see if I can make it bigger and just like crop it out a bit. Yeah, I don't know how to do this, but I can't show it on screen, but that is a giant mechanical penis I'm riding, and I can't show it on screen because of reasons, obviously. For Arena, all they need to do is make the top 10 in Arena, get the current #1 payout amount, and 11 to 20 gets the rewards for what is currently #2, and after that, who gives a shit, because anyone who cares about Arena is top 20. Not a terrible way to go about it. That's one way you could do it. I also like that idea about what position you hold for the longest, and they average out. Like, you get a score. Like, for every minute that you hold the first position, you get 10 points. And for every minute you hold the second position, you get 9 points. And for every minute you hold the third position, you get 8 points, whatever. So the longer you hold a higher position, at the end of the day, you'll have a score. Whatever your score is gives you your ranking, right? So as long as you're going back in every day and making sure you're in the highest position you can be, then that's it, right? And you've got 5 attacks to do it. Let people come up with strategies for that. I think there are 4 arena timed payout shards, each 6 hours apart. Just speculation on my part. My shard has people from all over North America and the UK in it. Right? There's other components to it about when you join and location, I'm pretty sure. The timing component is the problem as well. People with schedules that don't allow them to be active in the hour before payout get screwed. I honestly think one of the best solutions and the easiest solutions to arena payout and slingshotting is make 24 different payout times and allow players once or twice a year to choose which one they want, and they could switch to it. That way, I can have a payout time that works with my schedule so I can be there for it, and I won't be competing with all of my roster. And I could, if I wanted to, I could set that payout time to like 4 a.m. in North America. So not many people are up and doing it, right? First rule of Arena Collusion Club is we don't talk about Arena Collusion Club. It's not based off when you join, it's based off when you unlock Arena at level 30. That's correct. That's also a factor in it. When you unlock Arena at level 30, that is correct. There's a big cluster out there that has accounts for sale in their Discord, and one of the facets they disclose is how easy that account's shard is. Wow, that's amazing. They won't talk because they don't know. Arena is some old code. My Arena PO is 9 p.m., so I have a slight advantage over those East Coasters that are attacking closer to midnight, and both Asia and UK are asleep. We'd like to see an option if I want to play CC. If I say no, it doesn't put me into it for the week. That's interesting. I don't want to play Cosmic Crucible, so it doesn't put me in it, and that way your account isn't bothering other people. Run loves the sack plus giant mechanical penises. Yeah, this is true. Score time idea sounds great. That would require lots of reprogramming, and they suck at that. I'm tired of giving them the excuse that it's hard to code. I don't think we should let them have that excuse anymore. They have said that they want to compete with Raid Shadow Legends. If you want to compete with Raid Shadow Legends, you need to get off the fucking couch, get to work, and put in the code that works well. Fix what's there, make it happen, do the big things, challenge yourself, go to work and make this a good game. Just because a thing is hard doesn't mean you don't do it. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Usually the things that are hard to do are the things that are worth doing. So we have somebody who also likes the multiple payouts per day. Let's put that in there. Are you going to keep doing Crucible videos with Boomer? Oh, that's to Juice. He wants to know if Juicy's going to do Crucible Boomer videos. Random Arena Awards. You're 20, you get #1 rewards today. There is a fix for the game modes, Sabasi. Yeah, there's a fix. It's just whether they want to put the work in and which fix they want to use. I sometimes hold one in Arena for 23.98 hours. The entire system has to change for that idea to work. I'm not blaming you for CC being boring, Juicy. I blame the lazy people who can't think for themselves. But give them options so we don't face the same 6 defenses every week. He's got a point, Juicy. I do think that's a great idea. Like 2 options for each room instead of the 6 that you've been giving. The 6 rooms with 1 option. It's true, because I've used your defense and then just got rolled because you put out the how to beat my defense video right afterwards. What if you had a 4-hour window and you got paid out at random time in the window daily? You would never know when you got paid out, so that would just want to stay as high as possible. That's not a terrible. At first, I was like, "That's a horrible idea, Monguli." But you're right. It incentivizes you to get in there and stay as high as possible, no matter what, because you're not sure when in that window you're gonna receive your payout. I'm not sure it's an idea many people will go for, but it's an idea nonetheless. I don't want them wasting time working on Arena. Just move the power core somewhere else. That's an idea. I'm not far from that, Steven. I'm not far from that. I mean, I'm okay with how my Arena shard works, but I know that they're thinking about Arena right now, so I'm trying to get ideas in there. Get good and beat Raid Shadow Legends. Screenshot that. So Run likes big sack, riding giant dicks, and things that are hard. I do like diamonds. Diamonds are hard. I'm really happy about diamonds, so I don't know, I guess that's true. Let's just make Juicy work 24/7 so we all have 5 options for each room. There's an idea. Give everyone 200 cores a day. That's the way to go. Just delete Arena, give everyone 200 cores a day. Diamond is gonna be Run's stripper name. Maybe I do work as a stripper. You don't know. Maybe I got a 3rd job I don't tell you guys about. Maybe that's where Run 7 comes from. Maybe it was Diamond Dave 7, right? You don't know. Diamond Dallas Run. All right, I think we're done for the day with Arena feedback. Thank you guys for that. Let's go do our Defense Up recording. I'm gonna jump into my voice channel. Ooh, looks like the Bayou Boys are getting together tonight. Are they? Hold on a sec. Let's set up a time we can all get wet and wild, boys. It's been too long and we gotta fire up some hunts soon. Hey, cleaning agent, if you're doing it tonight, I could probably do it tonight. Yeah, I could do tonight too. I might do some Bayou. And then if that's not gonna work, I'm definitely gonna spread democracy. If that fails, I'll take to the stars in Starfield. And if that fails, I could jump back into Fallout 76 because I watched that show and it makes me want to play the game again. Hello, Doolam. How are you doing today?
Fine and dandy. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome. Did you see what Mustafa Isley said about Arena?
No, what did he say about Arena? I must have missed it.
He said, unpopular opinion, take the cores out of Arena and move them to Cosmic Crucible like they did with Swaga.
Oh, if you can grab that screenshot, I'd love that. Or if Mustafa Isley wants to, if Mustafa Isley wants to paste that again, I'll cut and paste that. It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, I mean, I actually agree with that because I think that's the most heavily competitive PvP game mode that's just you against somebody else or you against the community that doesn't involve your alliance. So I feel like that would be a great way to do it, honestly. I'm biased because I love Crucible, but unfortunately I think that might be the best way.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, it's a very simple way to adjust that problem. I'm not saying that fixes the problem, but it does take the pressure off of the problem. You, Pathfinder Gaming! Hey, T-Zick, I'm glad he had you come by and say hi. I appreciate that. Dorky yelled at me and told me that his 93 million account was free to play. What's up, Zero? Okay, let me go to... Oh, I already have them up because I'm so smirt that I put them up already. So check this out. Oops, that's the wrong way. Oops, what did I do? I missed 6? No, I don't need to go to 6 then. Happy Friday and happy belated birthday. Thank you, Lord Richter. There's another person in my arena shard who I like to collude with. That's right, we collude. Only we don't attack other people, we attack each other. I don't know how that's collusion, but whatever. Most def comment in your Discord. Okay, thank you. If there were no cores in Arena, you could sit at #1 for weeks. I don't know. I would still, like, if you tied other rewards to Arena, you'd still want to be competitive in it, right? Like, especially if there were, like, 5 arena attacks per day for an event that would give you points toward that event. People would go in there and attack 5 times. You still need rewards to incentivize people to go in there, but maybe make it a variety of rewards that aren't cores. I don't know. All right, so this is Hulk Oliver's account. Let me go check Hulk Oliver's thing here. 37 million TCP operating in Plat 1, which is pretty good for 30 million TCP. That's actually really good. And Updog just joined us as well. What's up, Updog?
That's actually pretty impressive.
Diamond with this.
Okay. So we're just gonna skim through them real fast and then we'll come back and start it from the top. We have what looks to be like leftover junk in 1. I don't know what's going on here with this. I don't see any kind of synergy here. I mean, there are some X-Men in here, but Captain America doesn't go well as a replacement. You've got Unlimited, you've got Uncanny, you've got a piece of Extreme. I don't know how well this is going to function or function at all. I think this is kind of hot trash. We'll come back to it. Over here, we have a sort of like 2 members of Bifrost, 2 Asgardian, and Dormammu. I think, again, this might be hot trash. I don't know how much Hulk Oliver has built up with his Bifrost team, and I don't know if they should be building the Bifrost team to put in here, so DMs, okay.
Is this a season 6 defense?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. This is crazy.
This is season 6. That says Mystic. Okay, this is season 6. That said Mystic Healthcare on it, and this is the When It Rains room. This is the season 6. These are old picks.
Season 6 old pick. How is that possible?
Yep, these are season 6 defenses right here. Good call.
Did I take these from the wrong screenshot?
Run's waitlist is so long, everyone, that make sure.
Oh shit! These are old picks, and they're not. Oh, they never sent in the new picks. I thought these were the new picks. They never sent them in. This is from when they originally asked to be on the list, and they never sent me fresh picks. All right, I'm not gonna do this.
You know what that means, Glenn?
What?
You know what that means.
We're doing
Who's
my
next
defense?
on your list from that was gonna be on Monday?
Ooh, it sounds like Doom.
I don't know. Is Beta the Ray Bill here? If Beta the Ray Bill is here, we can do his defense right now, but I don't think he's here today. Otherwise, we can do my defense, or if the other person from my list is here. If the other person from my list, who is FAIZ, FaZe. FaZe, are you in chat? If you're in chat, we can do yours right now. Otherwise, it's Beta the Ray Bill if he's in chat, or we can do my defense. Because I'm not gonna do with those old picks.
Oh, good. More traffic.
There we go.
That's what I wrote.
Do Doolum so I can hammer his defense. They want to
No.
do your defense. He's driving right now, so he can't send me his defense.
I also have a video going up tomorrow about my defense.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Andy AJC. Appreciate that. I'm not so big I can't thank followers for following. I noticed that when people get bigger as a streamer, they stop like stopping to say thank you to followers. I don't think I'm ever gonna do that.
No.
Because I'll never be that big.
Where they turn off the follow notifications, and the only notifications they get are donations over like $50, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Thanks for being that kind of douchebag.
Yeah, they don't
Nice.
they don't like. There's no notification for anything that happens in their stream if it's not for like $100 of value or more. You know, and I always thought that was lame.
Great, I gotta pay $50 for the text-to-speech guy. Meanwhile, on mine, it's 1 bit can get the text-to-speech guy to tell me to fuck off.
I'm Nacho Hero was already following. You just unfollow. Oh, you just testing. You just said okay. Always expected, never appreciated mobile gamer. I do enjoy that. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think mobile doesn't say anything about followers anymore, does he? I don't remember seeing him thanking people for following anymore. Because he gets a lot in a day.
I think he does.
I didn't realize it, but I'm regularly getting. Is that the word? The regularly? That sounds weird.
Regularly.
Regularly. I'm regularly getting over 100 people in stream. I didn't know that because I don't watch my metrics anymore. And I was like, holy shit, I should push for partner.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. But like, I've been checking those emails, and it's like 116, 123 and stuff. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I thought it was in the 60s. I just don't know.
Is that average or is that unique?
Like peak amount in stream
Gotcha.
at one time. And just, I don't know, the past couple of days, it's been over 100 every stream. And I was surprised by it because I haven't been really paying any attention to it. Last time I checked, I was hitting 60 to 80. What is this second most popular MSF streamer this month? Where are you guys going to get that information? Somebody else said that too, and I thought they were making a joke, but it's a lot of people have been saying I'm the second most popular MSF streamer. MSF Legend?
I think it's a joke because Mobile Gamer is obviously number one.
Right, that's what I thought they were joking, and like, but there's some sort of a rating system out there that says I'm the most popular MSF streamer. Only because Taco's on vacation or something and never streams anymore. Taco Shooter can literally, I'm not even exaggerating. Taco Shooter will come on stream and fart into the microphone and he gets like 150 people watching him and just, I don't get it. You know, I mean, God bless him. I love the guy. He is a wonderful human being. I love hanging out with him. A good friend of mine. I genuinely consider him a good friend of mine. We talk regularly. Regularly.
See,
I can't say it right now. I can't say it right since I said it wrong. And he definitely deserves that. It's just weird that his content can be so slapstick. Is Boylon's hair real? Asking for a friend. I don't know, but I bought a wig just so I could look like him. Oh, I'm number 3 in your book. Thanks, Mostef Isley. Hey, at least I made it onto the first hand. Ambassador Al is number 1. Good for him. Ambassador Al tried to make a career out of it, man. So did I for like 10 minutes, and I was like, fuck this. That makes it no fun when you start treating this like a career. So I guess we're not doing defense up?
Guess
it
not.
makes it.
Hold on. Oh, no, that's nothing. Message request. Somebody sent me a message request. My stupid picture's in the way.
Did it say, hi, how are you? Would you like to see some of my art?
Okay, you know what? Somebody whose name I can't even pronounce because the streamer mode is on and it won't let me see. I gotta disable this and find out who it is. Oh, it's DJ Donk. DJ Donk just sent me their screenshots and we needed a filler. He's the first person to send them to me, so let's do DJ Donk right now. Now, DJ Donk says that they're 45 million in Plat 3 and CC. Been playing 8 months, so roster's a little narrow. Was a year 1 player, but have only been back for the last 8 months.
Interesting.
So, DJ Donk, you are getting your Crucible featured right here, right now. Live on stream as we figure this out. Let's go over here to this screen so we can see what's going on. DJ Donk, however, sent in cropped photos, so these are gonna look like shit when we put them up. Don't crop your photos! I gotta crop them myself no matter what, and when you guys send me in the cropped photos, they just come in with a different a different ratio or size or what do they call that? Aspect.
Yeah, the aspect ratio.
Aspect ratio.
Yeah, they don't come in by 16:9. And your scene is set up for 16:9. That's
exactly. Although sometimes people send me in the screenshot from their like LD player or something. It comes in a little weird too then, but up there and here.
This man's got his priorities straight. 700K Infinity Watch, 2.2 million out of time. What a man. What a manly man.
There
I
we
love
go.
it.
DJ Dong knows where to put the money.
I love it.
Okay, and we can get rid of these and this, and we're gonna get rid of that, and we'll keep that up because you never know when you need to go to msf.com for information like a ISO striker attack.
Hey, dummy, somebody in chat's trying to get your attention.
Yeah, I'm busy, chat. I'm trying to set things up so we can make a video here. Don't you know I gotta feed my family? If I don't make videos, I don't get paid. I don't get paid even when I make videos. YouTube doesn't like me. It's because we're a shit ton of user sure fucks play this game. That's why Taco acts that way. He has to cater to the masses. Hargrave says you need 1,000 people to be on his level. Yep.
Oh, true. You're not on Hargrave's level.
Yeah, I'm not on Hargrave's level. I don't want to be on Hargrave's level. Sorry.
It was funny.
I'm not going to talk bad about Hargrave. I just don't want to be on his level.
When Taco was on my game show, like 7 or 8 people DM'd me asking me like, "Hey, does Taco hate you?" Like, he took it really hard on you. I'm like, "Do you not know Taco Shooter? Like, that's Taco. If he's not telling me to go fuck myself every 30 seconds, I'm doing a well-being check on him." And they're like, "Oh, we thought he really hated you." I'm like, "No, that's just Taco."
Yeah. Look at that! Look at that! I don't know if you guys can read it. It's kind of blindingly bright white and very small print. Mobile Gamer and number 1, 332. Run 7 and number 2, baby! Averaging 77 viewers. Nice. That's right, my 100s have finally been bringing up my average. Over Taco Shooter at 74, tied with Purple Sticky. And then Valley Flying with only 52. Has he been doing that bad in the mornings?
What the hell? I'm not on top 5?
Valley Flying used to regularly bring in 100 people in the mornings. I remember because I used to do mornings and like he would raid into me because I was right after him and it was huge raids every morning. That's weird. I wonder what's going on with Valley's stream.
Hey, can we get like a top 100 so I'm on there too? That'd be great.
Yeah, the slider doesn't go down far enough to see you. Sorry.
Yes.
Valley started getting too good a life advice, and his followers started getting jobs.
His wife is above me!
Squid Princess started like 2 months ago, and she's already beaten out Look, she's over Dorky Dad. Dorky does a bunch of streams for other games. That kills your numbers. Yeah. That kills your numbers. Then we got Connect, Bendable, Sen Raven, Spectra Gaming. The hell is that? Who's that? I don't even know. 3088 Gaming, Obi Dabs, Tana, Queen Ace 1 at number 16.
I didn't even know Tana streamed, and you're telling me I'm below him?
Yeah, I didn't know. Queen
Ace
me too,
1, I guess.
Who that is. The slider literally does not go down far enough to reach you guys. I'm sorry. I think this is stupid.
This has to be streaming for. This has to be at least a year's worth of metrics or something. Like,
I don't know.
Can't reach the minimum or something. There's no way.
Hey, there's a plus button. Can I add to this? What can I do?
Because Cleaning Agent isn't there either, and he gets some pretty solid numbers from MSF Theater too. Like, there's a lot of numbers that are not there.
This is just not accurate. And look, they've got Connect. Oh, it's under all. If it's just in English, then the filter changes, right?
Oh.
Because Connect will drop off of there. See, Connect dropped off, but there's not anything else. And then some of those other ones there. Who's High Chloride? I don't know that person. I know everybody on this list except for High Chloride and Spectre Gaming.
I've seen Spectre. They are at night.
Oh yeah? Huh. I'll have to give them a follow or something. Here, let me do something here. I'm gonna shout them out so that I can follow them. Let's do exclamation point SO. Spectra Gaming _ USAF, United States Air Force. Always glad to support a member of our armed forces. There's the shout out. Go give them a follow. I'm going to click on that.
He might not be with the armed forces. He might just be United States as fuck.
United States as fuck? America, baby! I'm for it too. I'm all for it. Yeah.
The most American.
I get frustrated with Americans who hate America.
Yes.
You don't have to like it the way it is, but don't bag on it. Change it. If you
Well,
don't
you
like
also-
America,
you also
change
don't have
it.
to live here. You could also
Or leave.
move.
That's true. You could leave. I just think you should be the change that you want to see in America, in society, everywhere. And I don't like people who I don't like that people complain about America and don't make an effort to change it. If you're at the chow line, you know, ladling out soup and cleaning up trash on the side of the road, I'm all for hearing your complaints. You're putting in the work to make America a better place in your own way. If you're just a contributing member of society doing the best you can to follow the rules, pay your taxes, and get the job done, then I think you have the right to make some level of complaints and everything. But if you're some freeloader swiping your EBT card for a candy bar and a Red Bull, and you're complaining because you can't find a job because you won't put the fucking bong down, I don't think you should be bitching about America. Okay, rant over. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest.
That's going to be a long clip for your next intro run.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I don't know how we went from stream metrics to be bitching about people bitching about America, but whatever, we got there. I'm done. We're back to doing things and stuff.
Run. This is why you're number 2. We go from Twitch metrics to defense up to EBT cards back to MSF. You're just a plethora
For the love
of
of all that is
information.
good, are you still talking about yourself?
I wasn't talking about myself, Castles. I was talking about people who complain about America. And it's Spectre Gaming's fault. He let us down that by putting United States Air Force in his title. I don't know how that came about. But here we go. This is DJ Donk's defense. DJ Donk, are you in chat? Because if you are, we can slide you into... oh, here, guys. I have the offensive teams for reference if you want. I'm going to take a picture of
He
this.
was asking how to submit the stuff to you, and I gave him the Discord link and told him to DM you.
Okay, that was you in there. Okay, I remember seeing that. All right, here. Let me go to... where am I? Lord, there's so much going on today. Here, in the voice chat that you guys are in, I'm putting a pic of his offensive teams so you guys can look at that. There you go. DJ Donk, if you want to, find the voice lobby in my Discord server, and we can drag you in and you can be on voice if you would like. Otherwise, you can hang out and chat and just answer questions via text.
I'm assuming DJ Donk is a man because I assume everyone's a man until they prove me different.
I kind of do the same thing. I try to use proper pronouns. Like, I do try, but like I just don't care enough either direction to be too accurate about it. I don't want to offend anybody, and I hope that I really want more women to play Marvel Strike Force for all the wrong reasons, okay? So I don't want to assume and scare them off. Please, if you have breasts, come play Marvel Strike Force. But that's so
Someone
gonna get
cut
clipped.
that right
That's
now.
so gonna get clipped.
Good Lord.
But the thing is that we know that 99.99% of everybody in chat right now probably does not have breasts unless they are overeating to a disastrous level.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, shit, this whole stream is off the rails.
Look at your YouTube metrics, it'll tell you like male or female, and it's just men of from 25 to 49, not a female in sight.
Oh yeah, my metrics is 35 to 45 males. Yeah, it's 100% right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You don't come here to question my life choices and dietary habits.
Put the effing bong down. It's already been clipped. Yep. Yeah, there's lots happening, I'm sure. And don't worry, I go back and clip all the stupid shit myself too. So if you guys miss a clip, it'll probably find its way back into a stream intro. Speaking of which, I'm yet again another month behind on my stream intro clip. So the next month's is gonna be super long again. I don't know, maybe I'll skim it down to the best stuff. Okay, let's do DJ Donk's defense here. In room number 1, It's Extreme Rogue with Jubilee and Quicksilver. I should say it's Gambit with it's more of an unlimited with Quicksilver and Jubilee. We have Raider on all the people that need Raider. I think Quicksilver can function as a striker, but as a Raider, he would be a little easier to control, but I think striker's fine there. I'm the 4th most watched MSF streamer according to twitchmetrics.net. That's cool. I mean, I'm glad I'm gaining some popularity and everything. That's always cool, but I tried to make this a career for a couple of months and I didn't like the way it felt. So I'm just going to settle back into hobby status. And if people want to come hang out with me, I'm going to be really happy that they do because I like hanging out with you guys. So room number 1, looking pretty good there. I don't know how good Jubilee is. I tried her in room number 1 also, and it didn't really seem to change anything. Is the number 4 views due to HelloFresh cooking course? Maybe. Hey man, I just got paid for that HelloFresh stream. Whatever that was like a month ago, and they finally sent me the check on that one. Those things take forever to get the payouts. Number 2, Pegasus. I love Pegasus in 2. I think it's a great choice. You do lose opportunities for offensive hybrids and stuff, and Pegasus works well on offense, but I think it's one of the best things you can put in this room without breaking up a raid team. If you're looking for a 5-piece raid team, this is fantastic. Striker, Raider, Striker, Healer. Those are decent enough ISOs. I don't have a problem with that. You could go Raider on Riri, right?
Yeah.
She's also a good striker, though, if I remember right. I don't remember what I have, but I think it goes either way.
Yep.
Okay, number 3, the Noir Extreme in the aggroed one. Now, does Noir spawn with offense up?
No, but all the X-Men allies do because of Sunspot.
Correct.
Okay, so he goes first and they all assist because they have offense up.
Correct.
Because of Sunspot.
Yep.
DJ Donk doing a good job building this defense. I like this one. I think this is real solid. Striker, Raider, Striker. Looks pretty solid to me. You could change Forge back to a healer. Not really going to make a difference here, though. Striker works fine also. I mean, it's Cosmic Crucible. You don't need the healing, right? We live and die in the opening maneuvers of the match, regardless of how much healing you can do.
The only thing I don't like about this room is it just neuters it.
Yeah.
What neuters it?
That's the only. Just Echo just neuters this. Just Echo in here is just MOE Echo and it just deletes it. But it takes an MOE, so
yeah,
it's something.
Well, we'll see if there's anything else in the rest of the defense that has a strong call out to MOE, and then they're forcing their opponent to go with something weaker in it. That would kind of lend to this defense right now. All right, we have a teeny tiny Infinity Watch in 4, and I'm not sure, DJ Donk, if you don't, do you have a big enough defense to swap this out? Because 700 ain't stopping shit with this. I don't know if this is big enough to be worth it. I think if it was 900 to 1 million, I'd say okay. But at 700, you're getting pretty skimpy, and I'm wondering if there's something else we could put together to replace this. Otherwise, the ISOs are all good. Placement, I don't care about. Fine.
I think the problem you're going to run into with DJ Donk is like he was saying, you know, he's only 8 months back, and he didn't disclose if he's been like spending his butt off or anything, but he said he did have a pretty thin roster. So he's got to be able to pound it on offense. You know, I'm worried about his defense as a secondary.
Yeah. Are you guys looking at that offensive list pick that he's got?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, well, here, I'm gonna blow it up so we can all take a look in chat here. These are the teams he's using. It's a little bit blurry, so I'll kind of show you. You know, he's got APOC, Scroll Nova. This is huge. This is a kitchen sink team right in here. I don't know what you use that. Superior 6, New Warriors, Bifrost, Undying. He's got a Red Hulk, Archangel, Omega Red, Spider-Man Big Time, and Fury. I don't know what he's using that for. That's an interesting offensive team. The Cabal members, he's got MOE at 1.5 million. He's got Tangled, Eternals, Hive Mind, and then this crappy whatever this is down here. I don't even know what this is. Some sort of a speed adjustment team. SAC team, maybe? Yeah.
He's operating in Diamond 3, so I mean, he's very well facing some people that are 100 mil plus accounts. And I mean, you're looking through his offensive roster, and we still see people in orange and purple.
Yeah.
So I think
it
we're
might
kind
be
of
that-
working with
yeah.
what we've got. And
Yeah, and he and Juicy's repeating him. These are just like, this is a list of plug and play. He's not actually forming these teams, so that
Right.
makes a lot of sense. All right, so that's cool. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5, and then you're gonna have 6 and probably at least 7, if not 8 to 9 decent options for offensive teams with between the plug and plays and the 3 and 2 piece teams. So I think he's got plenty of offense. However, I don't see, like, unless he wants to throw Hive Mind on defense somewhere, and I don't think that's a great choice.
so the problem with this season is, like, you've got your rock, paper, scissors over in room 2, so you have to have multiple teams that can take room 2 just depending on what your opponent puts in there. Like if he puts Hive Mind on defense, then they put Bifrost in there and he doesn't have a good answer for it, or he's fucked. If he doesn't have a good answer for Pegasus, he's fucked. If he doesn't have a good answer for Extreme or Hive Mind in there, he's fucked, you know.
Well,
And then he also has to, in the event that his opponent decides to do something screwy, like put Cabal or Skrull or APOC on defense, he needs to have that extra team to be able to tap if he needs to.
Right. And I was thinking the same thing Lord Richter's repeating in chat. He's got a 2.5 million Bifrost. And I think putting that in 2 and moving the Pegasus over to 4 might be a pretty decent choice.
Yeah. Pegasus is too important for offense. Yeah, if you're gonna, you need to have the raid teams ready to go, just like Zero said with the rock paper scissors, because Pegasus beats the things that Hive Mind doesn't beat. So if you don't have both of them, then you're not going to be able to clear some things without Super Scroll.
So we should move. So you're saying we should move the Bifrost into 2, but leave Pegasus for offense.
If you put Bifrost is literally the worst team you can put into. Like
Okay.
it's the worst team that you can put there. You want Bifrost on offense, so when your opponent puts Pegasus in 2, you have an answer for it, and you're not pulling out a Soup 6 APOC on it.
Okay, so leave it the
That's
same then.
draining
All
your
right.
freaking offense right there.
All right. I like, this is what I'm running into also, and I have my Pegasus on offense so I can go into him. And the Pegasus punches up pretty well. I'm going to have about 1.7 million Spider Society next week as well. I've also won 18 out of my last 19 matches, so I'm moving up. And I see why you're winning, DJ Donk. You have good defenses so far.
Do not put Spider Society in 2. They're terrible on defense in 2. Save them for offense. They're a good offense team, but they are not good on defense in 2 at all.
They're easily beaten by a few things. We've seen that in testing. Now, I don't know. Have you tested them since they made the adjustments to them?
The adjustments don't do anything. Hive Mind still goes before them. Pegasus still goes before them. Nothing changes. So the problem is they don't spawn with immunity on spawn. So they get the ability block from Void Knight if you use Hive Mind into it, or if you use Pegasus, then you just stun everybody and then it's over.
Okay.
The problem is there's an order of operations issue in room 2, or possibly throughout it, but at least in room 2.
It's throughout the game.
It's throughout the game. So the order of operations issue is that the offense team spawns, the defense team spawns, then the offense team uses their passive abilities, their on-spawn passive abilities, then the defense team gets their on-spawn passive abilities. Because Spider-Man Pav, he's supposed to be stopping Hive Mind from even getting speed up in the first place, but because of the order of operations is screwed up, they get their speed up initially on spawn, and then he gets his passive afterwards, so he doesn't prevent them from getting speed up on spawn. That's why they lose.
That was really well explained. I wish somebody would clip that so I could send that into the developers, because I don't remember anybody telling them. They know? Oh, okay. If
They know about it, because that was the whole issue we had with Iron Patriot not working as we thought it was going to work, and we all complained about that. And they're like, well, it's an order of operations thing, so we thought the lesser of two evils would be to not remove the on-spawn stuff with Ms. Marvel and stuff. So they know about the issue, because it's the same issue we had with Vulture and the drain thing. Remember, you had to place him on the far left for the drain to work? They know about it, they just don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
Underworld has a problem too. So.
Underworld has that problem, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have Spider Society on offense, they'll beat pretty much anything that you put in that room. And they're supposed to be able to do that on defense, but because of that order of operations, they don't.
Yep.
That said, in the meantime, if you have the 4-piece and you put Weaver with them, if someone tries to take Bifrost into it, even on a punch down, I can tell you right now it loses because that's what I had on defense this last week. And people tried to take 3 million Bifrost into my 2.5 million Spider Society with Weaver and got rocked.
Oh, so you're saying you could do a hybrid version of Spider Society in there, but is there another team that would still defeat it, like, real easy?
There's other teams that defeat it, but I'm just saying, though, like...
They could slip up.
It's not like a completely worthless option. Like, it does stuff. I don't know if that version beats Hivemind or not. I imagine it would still beat Hivemind. Just because of like how crippled Hivemind gets with when they can't hit stuff, and they don't have all of them don't have unavoidable attacks, although some of them do. Red Goblin and what's his name, Void Knight both have unavoidable attacks, but other than that, the rest of them will miss with the charges. So
I think somebody posted a JSON file on Reddit, and then Steven copied and pasted it into Twitch chat, and now it's a description that has me well confused. But thank you for trying, Steven.
Another problem you guys are going to have with the test server is scaling issues. When you guys try to face stuff on the test server, the defense drops down a gear tier, and there's a huge difference between gear tier 18 and gear tier 17. That's one of the biggest stat differences in the game. So
on the test server, it drops the defense down a gear tier?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Of course, I haven't been on the test server in months, so I guess that's a problem for you guys to deal with, because fuck the test server. I want t-shirts that say fuck the test server. That's what I want.
With the way teams like Hivemind and Spider Society scale, with the way in which they scale and the way that they operate through stats, you're not going to be able to get necessarily like a 100% accurate representation.
All right, over here in room 5, we have a straight out-of-time team. And I got to tell you, the out-of-time team has caused me some problems. I think I'm using the wrong things into it. But things don't play out the way I thought they would play out with the out-of-time team. What do you guys think about this, and what are you using to beat a straight out-of-time team?
I use something faster than 121 that flips, something slightly slower than that stuns, and then something slightly slower than that, but 121 for things to give it damage. So for instance, like if I take Big Time Spider-Man, he's 192. He's gonna flip that Black Knight, and then I can take either like Black Cat, who's 133, or I could take Nova, who's 126, and stun the Black Knight. Then Quicksilver's 125. I can use him to remove charges as well as do a lot of damage, and then just take a couple of people that are slightly slower than that to.
Is there a similar way to do that with Vulture? Will he have the focus to remove the positive effects from Black Knight and then follow in with a Black Cat or a Nova?
That sounds risky. I know some people are doing that with like 2099 and Weaver, which is also can be risky. I've found Big Time Spider-Man to be the
highest focus to get it done.
Yeah, especially if you have him like a skirmisher, and I've got 2 diamonds on mine. You know, I've got a Big Time Spider-Man. I don't have a medium time Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. What do you guys think about this?
You could also just use Eternals. You could also just use Eternals in this. It goes faster than them, flips everything. Icarus gets 5,000% focus on his ult, and then they're kind of dead from there.
Juicy says BTS and Vulture are the best to flip, and you're telling me Eternals works really well also. What do you pair with the Eternals when you go into a team like this? Is it kind of
something else that complements them well?
Just whatever. You don't need something specific. It's an Eternals hybrid of your choosing.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you want Cersei to go first and soften him up, or would you just want Icarus to go first?
I mean, it depends if CGR is super low or Starbrand super low, so you can throw in... I mean, the problem is not many of us have Loki right now available because that's being delegated to Room 2, either offense or defense, so it's hard to make Cersei go first.
That's true, yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, that's a mute point.
That's almost not an option this season, which is interesting, but, I mean, just full out of time, unfortunately, isn't the best. I know... Juicy was putting, like, out of time Tangled in one with, like, a Gambit for, like, a ping room.
Right.
Out of time isn't bad. I just don't think they should go in 4 though either, because then the villains just do so much more damage into their.
Right.
They're okay in 4 because the Black Knight pings hit harder, but eh.
And Updog, did you say you used Cabal against this team?
Yeah, I had the most success with Cabal, but I saw them all in room 4, so.
Oh, okay,
It's a
yeah.
little bit different.
I used Cabal in room 4 and it was successful. I used Cabal in room 5 and got my ass handed to me.
The
So,
way I look at Black Knight is, if you pull Black Knight out of the team, is the team still good? You want to put Black Knight on a team
You
to
do,
complement a
I
good
don't
team
need
and
your
make them
help.
better, not try to make a shit team good.
yeah,
If you took Black Knight off this team, the rest of this team isn't doing nothing.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So it might be okay where he's at for right now because he's putting the effort into building some early teams bigger than his opponents, and that's going to help him. I don't have a problem with him running this on this account, although he's a year 1 player coming back. He may have a lot of people. I don't know. He might be coming up against people that have everything you need to beat this. What would you guys want to change this to?
He's in Diamond 3. He absolutely does.
What would you guys want to change this to then, if not just a straight out of time?
For him, I'd probably leave it, dude. Honestly, for him, because like,
Yeah,
we look
that's
at
probably
those
his
other
best
options,
option.
He's got a thin roster, man.
Okay, that's kind of what I'm thinking. All right. All right, let's move on. We have a. Oh, I see what's going on here. This is the Secret Defenders 3-piece with MLF and Dormammu, and you have the proper placement, hiding her behind Black Cat so you can't spread. And then if Dormammu dies early, which he often does, you'll have gap placement between Hardlight and Robbie. This is a good placement. Striker, Raider, Skirmisher, Raider, Striker. I like the ISOs.
Yep.
Yeah, this is solid. This is a really solid defense all around, especially for at Donk's level.
I don't like Raider on Black. So,
You want Striker on Black Cat?
and MLF should probably be a skirmisher there since you don't. I would say Striker on Black Cat, Striker on Robbie, Raider on Dorm, Skirm on Ms. Marvel, and then Skirm on MLF as well, because you don't want MLF taking the Striker attacks away from the more powerful characters for like Robbie and
But doesn't
Black
MLF
Cat.
have a percentage health steal off
dude.
of her basic? It's pretty good.
MLF would be a better striker.
Yeah,
You-
but
you'd
she's
be better
also-
off Skirmisher on that stun on the what's her name, Black Cat. You'd be better that way. If you're gonna switch one of them to Skirmisher, it would be Black Cat over MLF. MLF's got like the second or third best freaking strikers ISO attack in the game.
if
You can delete a full character.
she's 84 there, so she's not going to be landing
Striker attack.
anything with her ult, right?
We didn't catch that duel and you cut out.
So like I've noticed MLF has issues landing things if she's not big enough without skirmisher. So her ulting literally doesn't really do anything if she's not big enough to land it.
Yeah, Rolf Karen has it right. He says, fuck it, make her a healer. I kind of like it the way it is. And Papa Woody, I don't think MLF is too small on this. She's a little bit small, but she's just got to take her first turn, right? That's all you really need her to do. Is take her first turn.
Yeah, it looks like she's 95. So he's really just gonna be
Oh.
boosting 5 more levels.
Yeah, he's going to take MLF from 95 to 100. That'll solve the problem, and it should be okay. Hey, what's up, buddy? Okay, well, I'm live right now. Can you show me a little bit? I only got a little bit longer in stream, and I'll be inside, okay? All right, I'll see you in a minute. If she fails to land, she rewinds them instead, which is actually better. What do you mean, Juicy?
Yeah.
If she fails to land negative effects, she rewinds by 30%.
So you don't even want her to be
If
a
her ult doesn't
skirmisher.
land negative effects,
Yeah.
Okay. So you want her as a striker, and you maybe don't even want to add her from 95 to 100, right? Is what Juicy's saying?
Just to get that rewind.
If there's a chance that the rewind is going to take effect because of the lower focus, then save the gold, Donk. If there's an opportunity for it to work as is, save the gold and see what happens. We have replays in Cosmic Crucible, except not round 3 right now, right? Round 1 and 2, you can watch the replays of what your opponent did.
They messed up.
well,
They stopped him early.
No, my round 1 too.
Oh, okay. Well, if they bring back replays, Donk, watch and just see how if she's surviving, if she's too small, if she's rewinding, and pay attention to that before you go spending the gold on it. Yeah, Donk, we're saying that you may want to not build your MLF to 100 just yet. The lower focus allows it so that she doesn't land the negative effects, which instead she rewinds them, which is even better. So watch your replays if your replays are working and see if she's dying because she's too small, if she's landing negative effects because she's big enough, or whatever, and then make a decision if you want to spend that gazillion gold to take her from 95 to 100. I think it's like 7 million gold, but it still feels like a lot.
It does.
Yeah, I agree, Juicy. A 100 MLF is better, but looking at the roster, there's better uses for the gold, 100%. And 95 to 100 doesn't give that much focus? Okay.
Can you ask Donk if he's got War Dogs?
Donk, do you have War Dogs?
And how big they're built if he does? So I was thinking when you were talking about that Infinity Watch being small, we just don't have better options. Something that he could do is shift over that team that he's got in room 3 over to room 4 and put War Dogs in room 3 since they're quite fast and have offense up. And you'd have to think about what you're going to take into that room, you know. And even if it wastes like an MOE on them, that's a win right there. I mean, because they're not using an MOE on that little Infinity Watch right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Crucible is my reason for playing. I'm trying to get every CC usable team to level 100. I do not have War Dogs, so that ends that. Honestly,
Gotcha.
Okay,
So-
go ahead.
Look at his room 3. You don't want that room 3 in 4 because if that room 3 is in 4, that room is entirely useless because that room feeds off of that. The only reason this room is even a thing is because of the assist in room 3.
Right.
So if that room is not in 3, what he has there, you just take it out completely. There's no reason for it.
Right. I think this is a
but
great room 3.
All you do is you shift that Noir over to where Jubilee's at and you switch Jubilee over there.
And then, okay, so you're moving this group to what room?
Either to 4 or 5, either one would be fine. The
I don't
rooms
know.
this season really
I'm looking
favor
at this.
offense.
I'm looking at this and his roster, and I'm not seeing a lot wrong with it. I'm seeing other options that he could do, but he's already winning 18 out of 19 of the last matches. Do we really want to change that much? Because, I mean, this kind of looks like hot trash to me, and it's not really going anywhere, but it's good enough. I mean, it's going to call out something to it, okay?
Right.
So I don't have a problem with this. I don't even want to change ISO's replacement. It's fine. Over here, same thing. I think this is great. We should... No, ISO's placement, everything's fine. And here, a great team. I don't see a reason to change anything. If he has a blue 5 healer for Forge, he could put that on there, but it's not going to make a difference. Just leave him as a striker. So I don't see a reason to make any changes here. Room 4, we talked about the size of his roster and other options. We'd have to do a massive shuffling of teams just to take Infinity Watch out, and they're not that big a deal. I think just wait until another team comes in to replace them. They'll hold for now. In room 5, we're not as excited about this team, but it's probably the best option he's got.
Yep.
Again, ISO's placement, everything looking good here. And then in number 6, we have this Secret Defender team with MLF and Dormammu. And we talked about reasons he could take MLF to 100 and reasons why it's good to leave her there. All of these are interesting discussions, but I don't see any reason to change. Honestly, for the size of his roster and what he's got going on, I think these are all A teams across the board. Oh, thank you, son.
I agree.
The first time that's happened.
We've had a straight A roster before, but we haven't had one in a long time.
I think for what he's doing with his roster,
I think the only... So what do we think about switching 4 and 5? That's the only thing I can see that benefiting his roster because the Black Knight in 4
Yeah. I like that.
is going to help because most of the teams that beat Black Knight are who have 25% less health there, so the pings are going to hit that much harder. And Infinity Watch in 4 really doesn't do anything because the only benefits you get are Nebula External, which already does that anyway, and add more Lockable External
All right, Doolin just went robotic on us. Doolin, we can't understand anything you're saying. You're just deteriorating. I don't think he can even hear
I
us.
know what Robot Duel is saying, though. Like,
Yeah.
Robot Duel is saying that the things that are going to go into that out of time are mostly villains, so they'll have 25% less health, so that Black Knight thing will do more damage to them. And also by putting Infinity Watch into room 5, since they all spawn with immunity and keep immunity forever and ever, they're not going to get blinded, and they'll be blinding other people because they already do their ults anyways, which you're not gaining anything in room 4 with. And that's what Robot Duel was trying to say.
So the best move we can make is to simply swap 4 and 5. That's it.
Yes.
Wow, nice job, DJ Donk. I think this is the simplest fix we've ever had, man. I mean, I'm glad you're here behind the scenes, DJ Donk, because there's a lot of different things we've talked about on this one. And I think so there's some options for you looking forward, like with this MLF, what you want to do about watching it and seeing. How about the size of this Infinity Watch, if there's another replacement. We talked about teams, the room 2 one. And in the future, if we decide there's a reason to pull the Pegasus team out and replace it, you could put in that Spider Society hybrid, although it's a liability. It's a trick play you could throw in. And then we have this. Is there a way to improve on this room 1?
Yeah, but it's...
I don't see anything.
So, it would require a lot of moving stuff around. I think for what he's doing right now, I would say that this is pretty damn good. That he's doing pretty good for himself with the roster that he's working with.
Yeah. All right. Let me record a video. Ugh. Oh, let's get over to the defense up screen like that. What are Run's thoughts on the robot trying to take over his Cosmic Crucible defense review? Spread democracy, baby. I'm pretty sure the Duelim's under attack from the robots, from the robot armada.
Just be thankful we had a robot interpreter here on hand.
I know. Well, yeah. I mean, I caught enough to get the gist of it, but I'm not sure if chat could hear him clear enough. Duelim sounds like a Tribble from Star Trek. All right, I'm gonna jump out of voice and I'll be right back. Hey YouTube, I'm back, but I'm just gonna wrap up stream anyways. It's pretty late. We kind of got a late start on things, but I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.